Yo guys, what's up? It's Dragos here again, and today I want to share with you guys an exercise that helps you build not only the biceps but also the brachioradialis, so the muscle right on your forearm, right on the top up here. I've heard and I've got a lot of questions in the past from guys especially that are looking to just develop their forearms a little bit more, and they told me that they've done things like the one on the bench where you go with the dumbbells or the bar and you curl, forearm curls or forearm reverse curls and all those different things, which help, don't get me wrong, but the best way to get the brachioradialis developed is by doing hammer curls. And there's so many different combinations of hammer curls out there, so many ways to do hammer curls, but some people are just stuck on the old traditional curling up and curling up. So I'm going to share with you guys that exercise, the traditional hammer curl with a little bit of a twist, and 3 more exercises that are amazing to develop that brachioradialis and to hit the biceps from every possible angle. So let's check out the first video. So the first one that you saw over there are called zartman curls. Now, don't ask me who Zartman is. I have no freaking idea. If you guys want to go on Google, research the guy, be my guest. But the whole idea is, whoever he was, he developed this exercise that is simply amazing for the brachioradialis, and especially for the extensors of the arm as a whole. So the whole top of your forearm is great for doing this exercise. Now, the key point on this one is do not go heavyweight. It's not an exercise where you show off your strength. It's more an exercise of development. So as you saw there, I'm coming up in a regular bicep curl. I'm twisting in at the top, so I'm creating that torque in the bicep, and now it's all up to the brachioradialis, of course the biceps as well, to bring the dumbbells down nice and controlled. You don't just want to drop them down, right? So there's one thing to come on up, but if you go down and just drop them, then you're defeating the whole purpose of the exercise. The other key important thing on this one is not to allow coming up, twisting, and then going down. You need to maintain those elbows nice and close to the body so that as you come down, you really isolate the bicep and the brachioradialis to really work hard. So besides just the traditional hammer curls, this is one hybrid combination of what you can do with bicep curls and reverse curls to kind of put them together and really hit that brachioradialis. Let's check exercise number 2. Number 2, the whole traditional hammer curls. Now most people will just go and keep on going, hammer curling and hammer curling and hammer curling, and thinking about what's gonna be for dinner later on tonight. Well, there's a little bit of a different story on this one. You come on in up all the way to the ear, you really squeeze that bicep in and that brachioradialis. You come on down with the first arm, come down with the second. Now here's the twist. You bring them both up right now. So again, it's not just a matter of how heavy the weight is, it's how you can control it with one arm, then the other, and then both. Because if you go with really heavy weight, you go and see some in the gym yanking up. and yanking up, and at that point you're just using all that momentum, and then you're wondering, why don't my brachioradialis grow? Well, there's the reason. You're yanking the thing up, you're throwing it. If you let go, the thing will get stuck in the ceiling. So go up nice and controlled, squeeze at the top, come up with the other arm, squeeze again, and then go with both. This will get your brachioradialis and your bicep really tired. They'll make them work extra hard, because not only are you going one, but then you're forcing it to come up with both dumbbells at the same time, so it puts a lot of pressure on your nervous system as well. Now a tip on this one, however, it is you're going up with the first one. So for example, first set, up with the right, up with the left, up with both, and you continue on with that sequence. What I recommend is set number 2, go first up with the left, up with the right, and then do both as well. So kind of mix and match it, give both arms a little bit of an even chance to really push that extra load of lifting both dumbbells up at the same time right after it's lifted the single motion or the bilateral motion. Let's check exercise number 3. Number 3, as you saw, crossbody, and then you go out on the outside. Now this is not necessarily hitting different angles of the brachioradialis, because you can't read that as one muscle, and whether you hit it in, it doesn't really go and hit more on the inside or more medially or more laterally. But when you're talking about the actual bicep brachii itself, hitting it across the body, you go and pressure a little bit more on the medial head or the inner head, and then going on the outside, you put a little bit more pressure on the outer head. So yes, this exercise is really taking a toll. It's almost, if you look at it, it's almost the same from the point of view of brachioradialis as exercise number 2, when you're coming up, and then both up at the same time, but now you're targeting the biceps itself from different angles. So that's really the big difference about this one. It's not necessarily targeting the brachioradialis, but the biceps get a little bit of a twist and a turn, going middle head, and then the lateral head coming up. The brachioradialis is still going to get a burn out of it, but the bicep is the one that's going to really isolate and hit medially or laterally. And let's see number 4 right now. And the last one of this video is the hammer concentration curls right on the bench. Now do take into account that if you don't want to do it, or you don't have a bench, or you don't have an obstacle like that, you can literally just go and do the bent over concentration curls. You guys have probably done this one before with just the regular bicep curl. Well, the whole trick is on this one, twist it into a hammer curl. But when you do it on a bench or on any kind of support that really goes underneath your arm and isolates everything, you A, prevent any kind of swing happening even when you're tired, and B, you have more control over the arm, bring it up and down. And again, the whole point on all of these exercises, not necessarily just on these concentration curls, is use full range of motion. Stretch the muscle all the way, bring it and squeeze it up all the way. If on these concentration curls you find that you're going maybe 3/4 of the way and then you have to come back up, because if you go full, you're gonna get stuck up there, you're using too much weight. Lighten up the load a little bit, go full stretch, come on back up, full squeeze. Full stretch, full squeeze. It's not the point right now how much weight you can do. Yeah, if you want to show off to somebody later on and show that you can do 80, 100, or 150 pounds on curls, fine, be my guest. But more than likely you're not going to use a full range of motion on that one, and you're going to use a little bit of momentum. If you're trying to build, sculpt, and really make the muscle look good, you need to use full range of motion. Heavy weight builds the strength, builds that power that you need for that 1 rep max, but you will not be building and sculpting the muscle by just doing 1 rep maxes. You need to increase that repetition count with an amount of weight that you can do the full range of motion. By the time you get to 10 or 12 or 8, whatever program you're on, you really feel that burn. Your muscle is ready to just pop out, to come out of your arm and just run away from you. That's what you're trying to do to that muscle. You're trying to pressure it from every point possible, but you gotta give it that full stretch. Even if you want to, go a little bit a step forward. Do a full stretch, hold that there for 1 split second, then force the muscle to come back up the top. Get that full squeeze, hold that split second. Most people go and hold only when the muscle is fully squeezed, then go down, stretch, come back and hold. Well, add the hold at the full stretch as well. You'll be surprised how much harder it's going to be on the muscle when you go for that full stretch. It's almost like the muscle is thinking, okay, I'm getting relaxed now, but wait, no, you're activating to come back up again. So use all these different tips and tricks to go and hit that muscle, really sculpt it, build it, and make it look good, make it work hard, as opposed to just swinging and throwing up weights in the gym. So I really hope that this video gave you guys some ideas of what you can throw into your workout routine, gave you some ideas of what to do when it comes specifically to hammer curls, how you can modify your routine, and I hope it helps in your future gains. See you on my next video.